we are inside the Regency Lido Theater, where we just saw a fabulous screening of the documentary Sunset Strip. We're here with the creators and filmmakers. We've got Donovan, Hans, and Joe. And gentlemen, again, kudos to you for such a great film. Can you tell my subscribers a little bit about the concept? And I think the real claim to fame here is you had such an amazing cast.
We can talk about creating.
Yeah,
the
well,
film.
the cast. Due to Donovan and Joe and some of our other producers, they got an amazing group of people together. And the thing was, they're big, and Johnny Depp is huge and all that, but they're also the right people to tell that story about the Strip. They were there, they were kind of involved, and so it was also just the right fit in all of these different cases. So as a director, that was just luxurious. Just to have the right person, Peter Fonda to talk to about the riots, Depp to talk about, Viper Room and River Phoenix, for example, and that just kind of carries throughout the whole film. So yeah, the cast was very much important in terms of, telling the story, but also just sort of creatively to kind of, make the right fits between the story and the people kind of telling them. So, yeah.
Now, speaking about fits, and I'm sure that you guys are tired of explaining this or telling the story, but how did your fit all come together? How did the three of you get to collaborate on this great project?
Sure. Once Hans came aboard, myself and Hans, we had done these other two docs, and we knew we needed help on this one. We knew we needed some real insiders in the business. We found Matt Sorum from Guns N' Roses and Velvet Revolver, and he introduced us to Donovan Leitch over here, who grew up on the Sunset Strip, and we have Tommy Elastra, our other producing partner, and between our whole little group, we seem to be able to reach out to everybody, at least like within arm's length or within one phone call or so it was really important to build a team that kind of knew everybody in one way or another.
Right. And speaking of knowing, Donovan, you shared a little bit about the nostalgia that were it not for the Sunset Strip, you wouldn't be here. So tell me a little bit about your experience on it and what it really means to you, because it seems like it's got a real personal place in your heart.
Yeah. Well, my mom came to Hollywood in 1965, and her first job was working at the Whiskey Go-Go as a ticket taker, working for Mario and Elmer, who owned the Whiskey and the Roxy. And while she was there, she was dating the singer of the band that was playing there every week, The Doors. And my dad, Donovan, was playing a gig there, and they met and fell in love and moved to London, and then I was born. So it was a really exciting time for that generation, because you could sort of like meet, fall in love, have a kid, and it can all happen very quickly.
Right.
And I don't think it had the same sort of, problems and heaviness that we face in the world today. It was a little lighter.
Isn't that
true? Things were a little easier back then. So for me, it was a really personal story. And when Joe and Hans came to me with the idea of coming on board as a producer, I just jumped at it. And it was great because, the Sunset Strip, like Sharon Osbourne says in the film, it's a very small, incestuous family. And once kind of word got out that we were making the film, it went from us kind of reaching out to people reaching out to us going, how come you haven't interviewed me yet,
I bet. I'm sure so many great names wanted to be attached to the film. So I'm going to let you guys go now. But again, thank you so much for spending time with us.
Sure.
And congratulations
you.
on everything that's coming to you. So once again, from Regency Lido, I'm Priscilla Divine with OCNewsDiva.com.